Janine and Joan, how the heck are you? Just getting set up, trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do today. I saw something on Instagram that I think I might try. I'll wait till I get a couple other people in here, and so I don't have to repeat myself too much. Tricky enough to get it out of there once. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, great. Thanks, Joan. Hey, Z. There's a couple words. Hey, Dana. Every time I say them, and one is when I say, hey, Z, and I forget what the other one is. But Siri comes on my laptop, thinking that I'm saying, I guess, hey, Siri. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Hey, Susan. So, I was trying to think, what the hell am I going to do today? So I saw something on Instagram where someone was making, I guess they, as a business, they make custom wedding invitations. They were beautiful. A lot of hand writing on it that can do calligraphy. And hey, Susan, wax seals and twine. And one thing they did was on the return cards. Hey, Virginia. Wow, that's unusual. The system's working. What do you know? Write this day down in your calendar. She gilded the edges sporadically of the, I guess it was the reply card and a couple other things that were in there. But she did it on the real rough edge watercolor paper. And I have some of that stuff, and I thought that would be simple for my brain to try to do. So I have this, the Pebeo, however you say it, the Gilding Paste Miction. They come up with new words. And this is to glue some down. And I also have their gilding, what do they call them? It's foil, gold finish with mirror effect. It's their gold leaf. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll try. Hang on, let me look for something else back here. Let me go to my foil department. I don't want the heat activated foils. Copper. Ooh, these are pretty. Maybe some of these variegated ones. I'll start here. But when I thought about this kind of paper, I remembered that Lord knows how long ago. Hey, Nancy. That's what Virginia said, that she got a notification. So write this day on your calendars. Who the hell knows why? Hey, Ann. So I remembered I got, I forget where I got this. I think it was Jerry's, but it's an imported, really heavy watercolor paper with the decal edge. And then I remembered, God knows how long ago, I had a little splurge buy at Choosing and Keeping. And I got a pack of these long pieces of really nice handmade watercolor with that really cool decal edge on it. And look at the shape of this one. So if this goes well, I'll tackle these. If not, I'm not going to ruin those. But I'll start with these. These weren't cheap either, but I got them on a really, really good sale for like 100 sheets this size. I forget how much it was, but it was like a third of the normal price. They had a really big sale. I'm trying to remember who I follow that got those. I just put these for here for color. coming into the stream. Let me get this out of the way. There's last week's collage laying out here to dry. All right. So let me get rid of this. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to get a small brush that I can use to dip in the this gluey stuff that I don't mind losing if that's which way it goes. This one's already kind of stiff. Yeah, this one's seen better days. I have to crunch the bristles to get them to move again. That's just an older Simply Simon Sword acrylic brush. So let me bring it in a little bit. Hey, Susan. I'll try that and see where we go. Now let's see. I don't think I've ever used this. I got this for a class that Lord knows I probably never got around to doing it. Ready to use preparation. To glue on the gold leaves. Apply on clean, dry surface. Leave for 15 minutes. Lastly, cover with gold leaves. What does that say? Thinning with water. And then it goes into different languages. And that last word, that doesn't make sense, but I think it's thinning, but there was a blob of something or the label's torn there. Thinning water? What the hell? Okay. Well, we're not going to do whatever that is. Another Susan. We got Susans everywhere. Fontaine. Cunningham. Dufresne. Watch me. I'll screw that one up for sure. The trifecta of Susans. Okay, so this is not going to be a lot to focus on. Let me put something else out in here for the camera to look at because of the all white. Get one of these out of the way. And this was just, let's see what happens. I'm going to change my name to Susan. I feel left out. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and just randomly, of course you won't be able to see any of this. I want to make sure I get the little fragments of the decal kind of wet, so something might stick to that. And I'm just going to do it hither and yon. Oh, that's a good idea. Chan Spirit. That's a new name. Hi, welcome. Lily Davis. Hello. Dot. So I'm just going to just randomly, just kind of blob some stuff on here. Gosh, it's hard for me to even see it. Let alone you guys trying to see what the heck I'm doing. This has a pretty strong odor. Okay, now I don't want to make it look too contrived, but we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to put this. Oh, I hate to use my watercolor water. Oh, I'll put some in my little dish here. Oh, hang on, that one's not even open. I'll use this one. Oop. Okay, now let's sit this. I better set a timer. I'll come back to this next Sunday, otherwise. So 15 minutes, they're telling me. We shall see. All right. Actually, you know what I'm going to do with this other one? I'm going to go a little wilder. Imagine that thought right off the bat. Hey, Rihanna. Yes, it's been too long. I'm kind of, even though life is still crazy, um, now that my mom is actually out of rehab in the hospital, I can sort of have a semi normal schedule, if that makes any sense. I'm just going to see how this works if I just go around the whole rim. I mean, if you're going to go big or go home, right? And I don't know how this is soaking this up pretty good. So this could be a total flop. Brace yourselves. Fruit scone with strawberry jam and fresh cream on it. Oh, nice. It's not nice to say when you can't share, Dot. One of my, I sound like Oprah, my best friend Gail. She and her husband met another couple about an hour from here at a tea place and had tea with them a week or so ago. Well, more longer than that, I guess now. Whatever. And she knows I love scones with clotted cream, or yeah. And when I was in England a number of years ago, I was one of the stops we made was one of my friends I travel with, Jen. Her brother had a horse farm in Cornwall, and we spent about 5 days there. And the first day we went for like afternoon tea, I guess, at this old. I mean, the building was like close to 1,000 years old, maybe older. It had really awkward steps to get in the side door where you went in. It was so cool. And I had the best treat. Hey, Jan, I had the best treat of my life in there with the clotted cream and I want to say biscuits. I don't know if they were scones because they were just plain. And I forget what kind of jams they had. But we ordered a cream tea, right, and got the tea and all those trimmings with it. After that, I said, I don't care where you guys are going. I'm coming back here every friggin' day and eating my share of this stuff while we're here. And we did, actually all of us did. It was so good. And then what Gail brought back, it was good if you didn't know that place there and remember how good that was, but it's just not the same. And I don't know if they can import their clotted cream. That's not something you usually see in the grocery stores around here. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go back because this looks like it's really sucking in here. And I don't want to sit around waiting for 15 minutes if it's going to be a total loss right off the bat. It might be. Let's see what happens. Look at that pretty piece there with that turquoise in there. Let's try to grab that right about there. Watch, I'll probably put it on too soon and it won't work. Okay, I got to get a brush and come back. And I can't even see where I put it. I'm just trying to remember where it was. I know there was a big spot over here in this corner. Well, apparently the lady that was doing the customized invitations is a real pro. Oops. Yeah, this is really sucking in here fast. That was what I was feared of. Try to take off the broken pieces and put it down where I see a little more glint of the glue or adhesive, whatever you want to call it. This sounded like a good, easy thing to do. Let me get another brush that I can that's probably not stiff enough. This one's probably too stiff, but just going to tuck into Champagne Mother's Day cake. What did I miss? Hi, Isabel. I know, but the problem is with this paper, Isabel, the paper is so absorbent, it's getting into the fibers of the paper instead of laying on top like it would most papers. So this one I did the whole border. I don't know, so you can see it's like barely even, or you probably won't be able to see this. Will it catch the light at all? I did the entire border and it completely sucks into the paper. So I think that with this really good watercolor paper might be the problem. Here's another, this one up this edge here. It's like it's gone. It's not even. And also putting it on this little fragile deckled edge, those little frayed pieces. Although it worked for the lady doing the invitations really well. Ha! April! Hello. Oh, it's Mother's Day, and the happy Mother's Day, Joan. Yeah, that didn't work out so great. Not so great. I know I had it in this whole corner here. But see, it's gone. It's gone. It's like it's in there. I think the only hope of me hitting anything was when it was still looking kind of damp at all. Well, nothing like starting off with a fail. McEgan. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I didn't waste my choosing and keeping special papers. Hey, Dar. Well, throw some watercolor on there. It won't be too terrible. And this one, let's wait the 15 minutes just for giggles and see what happens with this one. And maybe on this one, I'll actually do the product that was made for this adhesive. See if that makes a difference. But it should work for any gold leaf. I mean, this is a lot thicker. This is more like a foil than a gold leaf. So we'll see if that makes a difference. And then we shall move on. All right, so I'm going to put this aside, wait till the alarm goes off. We have 5.5 minutes left. So since you can't see me tap dance, I really love this piece of paper towel. That looks really cool close up. Maybe we'll throw together another collage. That's the one thing about foil. Whew. Can't mind it being everywhere when you start to crack the lid open on that stuff. Did I miss anything in chat? Okay, let's do that, shall we? Got 5 minutes to start picking out some stuff. I'll get my jelly plate out one of these days. Oh, before I forget to tell you guys, I was talking to Sherry at iStencils, and Joan, I meant to send you a note and got waylaid and didn't get it out there. But we're talking about another iStencil sale coming up pretty soon. Don't have an exact date. It'll probably be like we always do it, Thursday to Sunday night. I'll stream every day at some point. Not sure what the discount amount is going to be, but Joan has a bunch of new stencil designs out that Sherry told me she was, had them prepped and getting ready to go and to be manufactured. So, hey, Kath, stay tuned for that. As soon as I have an idea, I'll give everybody a heads up and we'll sneak up on it and go from there. Okay, so let's this looks really cool where this, look at all these wicked little edges where whatever I soaked up kind of spread into this paper towel. I'd lose the blue if I tried to do, I was going to kind of watercut around here and get most of this piece, but I would lose those little lovelies there. So maybe we'll just, well, and I don't want the whole thing. That would take up the whole piece of paper. All right, before I think about what's going to go in the front and the back, Gala, I was beginning to think I could. I have a little experiment drawing over here on the side where I have Gilding adhesive on the edges, the decal edges of this watercolor paper. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't know you. You're going to have to wait. Probably wanting to sell me a car warranty. Oh, Jan, you're here. I meant to tell you, I finally, after 18 years of old Bessie, my 2005 Hyundai Santa Fe, that was a great car for all those years. Dave's been telling me the last 3 years, baby, we need to get you another car. We don't know how long this is going to go. So anyway, he wanted me to do it when COVID first started, and they were trying to give them away with all the great deals on interest and so many months free and all this stuff. Well, I said, why do I want a new car? I mean, it's just going to sit in a driveway. I haven't even started mine for like 4 months at the time. So we waited past there. Anyway, we started again recently and went out and looked the first day and found one. And I got it's new to me. It's not a new car. It's a 2020. It's a Hyundai Palisade, which was bigger and has more bells and whistles than I would ever assume I needed in any world. But it was used, and that's how it was packaged, and the price was decent, and it was really, really comfortable. And so I got a new Palisade. That's what I was getting to. All right, let's see. What can we put with this? Too yellow. I need something coppery or rosy gold instead of yellow. Oh, yellow gold. Okay, I've got my head down. I know. I know you do, Jan. That's actually, we test drove the only new one that they had on the parking lot at a Hyundai dealer. And they said they were weeks and weeks out of getting any more. And we drove that, and I loved it. And then we went to come back and park it. And when we parked it, Dave said, babe, look at this one. I said, huh, that's a lot bigger. I don't need that for me. I don't, and it's got all these bells and whistles. And he said, well, what the hell? Let's just drive it. You want to drive it? I said, yeah, sure. I'll drive it. A world of difference in the drive and the comfort in the seats and stuff. It's just bigger. It's, it's bigger inside, and I'm not a little petite person. So anyway, yeah, we got that probably about 2 months ago now. Okay, that's my timer. So we will put the collage thoughts to the side for the moment and see if this made a difference waiting the 15 minutes. I'll see what happens. And I tried to put more on this one. I made it a little thicker application. Electric car? Oh, hell no. I'm not getting an electric car. Not happening here. Nope. She's all petroleum based. Yeah, see, that's not so good. I tell you what, my Santa Fe never, ever in 18 years left me down. Special seat for you. Oh, eject. That's what you. I saw Joan say something about an eject. It actually has 3 rows of seats. It's smaller than the Navigator. A little tighter than the Navigator. Most things are tighter than the Navigator, but yeah, see, that was solid all the way down, and it's only picking up those little bits, but I'll just see what sticks and keep grinding here, and we get what we get. I know, it's got so many bells and whistles. It's like a toy playing with it. Hook up my phone and play my own music, and hands-free calling and having certain songs play and all that good stuff. But hey, this is pretty schmancy. I'm not a schmancy girl either. Yeah, this is, see that little tiny bit that's there? Not so. And I'm grinding it. Let me get my fancy bone folder out of here. See if that's the difference. Nope, not much. Oh, well, you don't know until you try. Yeah, that's what all I told Dave. I said, all I want is Bluetooth for my phone and a backup camera. That's all I need. I don't need anything more fancy than that. I'm a simple girl. When we first started dating, I told him, you know, I'm a cheap date. Half a wine cooler and a hot dog, I'm all yours. That holds true for today. 16 years later. That's sticking a little bit better. I don't know if this was the last edge I painted or if it's the bone folder magic. I'll just go around with another loop. Yep, heated seats here, heated steering wheel, automatic dimming on the rear view mirror. I wish they would make that in the side view mirrors. At night, that just blinds me when somebody with their bright lights is aimed right in my side view mirror. Not a fan of that. Let's try to hit this again. You know, the tailgate automatically lifts up and the sunroof. The 3 seats, they have USB charge, you know, USB plugs all the way back to the 3rd row. It's got an indicator on the dash, like if you'd have kids or crazy ladies on an art weekend in the back of your car. It shows you on the dash if they didn't buckle their seat belts. You can push a button and turn on a speaker that's louder than the radio in the back seats if you need to scream at your kids. Like I said, don't need all the bells and whistles. This is a little bit more coming off of here. Did you down there, Jan? Are you having a cold snap? First day of spring coming up Tuesday. I'm anxious to start planning some, get the deck opened up. And what paper is this? You know, I knew somebody smart was going to ask me that, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Somebody, and you know what, April, you may have told me about this sale. Somebody that you followed, and apparently I follow, was buying this 100 sheets of this. It's really heavy. I think it's 300-pound watercolor paper, handmade, decollage, and it was on sale for like less than half of the price. I can't remember the exact amount on Jerry's, and you could get 100 sheet packets in different sizes. I think this is 9 by 12. And it's made out of the country, I believe. When I get done this, 30 this morning. Wow. That's not right, living in Alabama. Trying to remember the name of it. But they had it, when I first went to look at it, the sale was over, and I thought, oh no, I'm not doing that. And then I kept watching, and the sale came on. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. Yeah, we're going to write this up to a fail for, I'm going to say for the paper. I don't know that it's cotty paper. I have some of that. So I got sort of a frame around there that's kind of, well, let's call it aged and what do I want to say, aged and, let me see if I can grab one of these and see if it has a watermark on one of these pieces. These were quartered, I think, or maybe more. Well, I'll try to look back, April, and let you know. Oh, this one looks like it's an N because you see that. Can you see that embossed little strip here and here? So that must have been a corner. But apparently the corner that didn't have any watermark on it. Well, this is fun, isn't it? Those watching this is a recording. Oh, yay. Okay, here's another corner. Oh, no, it's the same one. Ah, crap. Don't know. I'll see what I can do, and I'll text it to you if I can figure it out. I might just be able to look at Jerry's and look for heavy watercolor paper deckled edge and see what comes up. It'll probably ring my bell. Yeah, well, okay. We're going to call it grunge foil. Patti, speaking of paper, I remember a long time ago, it was about a great sale on a quick wrap deli. I'm still in the first box, right? 5,000 or 1,000 sheets. I know. I love that stuff. And you know, when I first got that, most of you guys probably remember this story, but when I first got that, gosh, I don't know, 8, 9 years ago, another Sue snuck in. Hello. That's four Sues. Pretty soon we'll have a 6-pack. I bought it online at Sam's, and it was 5 boxes of the 1,000 sheets of the 12 by 12 quick wrap deli paper in a case. And the real kicker, well, the whole thing was, it was either $15 or $19. It was under $20, free shipping. That daggone stuff. I don't know if I should say you're welcome, Susan, or say sorry that your supply list comes from watching me. Holy crap, that's all I needed. I have no idea. Oh, the deli paper, the whole case, I think it weighed like 36 pounds or something. They dropped it off. I had to wait for Dave to get home from work. It was so awkward to pick it up. And then I had 5 1,000 sheet boxes, and I remember way back then you couldn't get it at all in deli paper in Canada. Do you people not eat sandwiches? I don't know why. But anyway, I shipped a box of it to a friend in Canada. And even back then, that one box of 1,000, it cost me like $55 to ship it. I paid 19 for 5,000 for 5 of them. Enabler. I'm proud of that label. But and then I shared some with, I think, 3 other friends locally, and had 3, 4, 5, kept a box. And then I ordered more. And I think, Joe, when you guys first started coming over, I don't think they sold it by the case anymore. And then it starts getting harder to buy. And now, if you can find it, it's usually well over $20, $25 for one box. So they caught on that we liked it. And here we are now, posed with expensive deli paper. You know what I'm going to do? I don't know why. I just need something easy for my brain to digest. So let's throw, oh no, what's this? Caught in here. Are you kidding me? What is this? Oh, that's not good news. My watercolor tube drawer is stuck. Well, I don't need the tubes right now anyway. I have to go through about 6 drawers to always find what I'm looking for. Red cabbage, red cabbage. Where did I get red cabbage again? Oh, crap. I wanted the pea, butterfly pea. Okay. So these are Boulder watercolors. They make this loose color changing pigment salt. That's what this is. That's one of them. And I think that's what this color is. And I saw it on sale, and I got another one called red cabbage. They didn't have this butterfly pea in the large when I got these. So this is the large one in red cabbage, which is this lovely combination there. So I meant to order a large one of this when it was on sale because I love it. And apparently I ordered a second red cabbage. That's okay. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. So let's just, for giggles, let's see what happens. So this is that, I guess the side doesn't matter. Let's just throw some water on here. Let's get her good and juicy. This is, yeah, it's by Boulder Watercolors. I think they're in Boulder, Colorado. But I follow them on Instagram. I'm trying to get a little spoon so I don't get it all in my hands here. Get this fluffed up. So let me bring it in a little bit closer to see the magic. Now, magic better damn well happen after I give it that kind of praise. You know what? Before I do that, I'm going to spray the back to try to keep this a little more flat because I don't have it taped down. And this is already soaking in on this paper. It's like a sponge. All right, let's see what happens. We'll take the teeniest bit. It's kind of like all the other powdered pigments that you see. I don't see any of the, do I have the wrong one? No, this has to be the right one. Okay. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. I think of the Beatles every time I say hi to you. So I'm just going to spritz some more water lightly and let these explode a little bit more. I'm going to squirt this one this way, kind of away from the edge. All right, now I'm just going to let that sit. But ain't she pretty? We'll let that sit and come back and do something, even if it's wrong, which in most of my cases it probably is. Oh my God. I've got my sciaticas flared up in my left leg. Holy mackerel. Did I tell you guys last week when we were picking my mom up from rehab? I did. Well, I was going to say I did something that triggered it. I know what I did. I was opening up her transport wheelchair in her little room at rehab. And I can laugh now. I unfolded it, pushed the back down, and I went to wheel it over towards her recliner for her to kind of scoot her butt around into it. And the front left wheel of the wheelchair hit the wheel of the hospital bed and jammed the handle back into my hip. And I saw it coming. So I tried to jump back out of the way so the impact wasn't as hard. And when I did that, I triggered the freaking nerve of the sciatica, screamed, and I was going to the floor. And actually, this one, let's do the other color and let them both dry. I was headed to the floor and luckily was able to throw myself into a chair that was sitting at the foot of the bed. And I mean, sideways, I was in this hard upholstered chair with wooden arms. My brother went to grab me. He was like, Pat, are you all right? Mom was hollering, oh my God. It knocked the air out of me so bad. I couldn't, these damn double jointed thumbs. There we go. I couldn't breathe. So I couldn't talk to him. I would try to nod my head yes and give him a thumbs up. But it literally knocked the air out of me. And let's do something different here. What do we want to do? I'm going to do a circle. No. Oval? Who cares? Let's just put something down here. Let me spray the back of this too. Yeah, that hurt so bad. I could hardly stand up. And then I was kind of hopping. And Skip said, here, let me push her. I said, nope, I'm going to need to use the chair as a walker. I'm good. So we gimped out of there. Then I was driving. And it was quite the spectacle for a couple of days. It's better now. I've been sitting on ice packs and, doing all the things. Oops, you're making a mess. All right, let's get this down here before it starts. Fireworks. Oh, look how, can you guys see how streaky that is? Let me bring in. Oh, now it's stuck to this one underneath of it. They're kind of blending now, but these did look like fireworks. Get the lid on this sucker. These are dangerous. Yeah, it was. Oh, I had it really bad a number of years ago. I ended up having to go to physical therapy and lay on the floor with the tennis ball and the sore spot and try to massage it in and all that crap. But now with the old knee replacement, it's a little difficult for me to get on the floor to do that. So, wow, that is intense. Intense. That's really cool. Now what can I use? I used to have a piece of cardboard for my little transfer sheet around here somewhere. And it does have salt in it because this little cut on the very tip of my pointer finger is on fire. Where the hell did I put it? I'm moving the one over here. It kind of puddled up because the paper was buckling. This may be another fail, ladies. So, cool supplies. Don't do what I'm doing. Oh, here it is. Here it is. My empty paper pad. I used the cardboard. This one, I must have put too much on there. Whoops. That's fairly neon. But over here on the sides, you can see where it's more pastel, little wisps of it, or in the spray. Very interesting. Do I want to add more water? I better just let it sit because the other one I added more water. I made it a little crazy. Kathy, not a bad idea. They actually showed me in physical therapy how to get up if I had to get on the floor if I fell. But that was rather painful. Haven't even thought about practicing. I'm just planning on not falling. We'll see how that works out. And Dave being around to snatch me up off the floor. Okay, let me put these over in a safe spot. You know, let me look in this drawer while I'm over here and see if I have any copperish paper. Gold, 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 gold. Oh, that's kind of, I don't know if that's the wrong blue. All right, I find myself in one of my paper drawers over my gigantic cabinet. Surely I have something that has a rose gold cast to it. I really need to label these drawers. There's 15 drawers, as you can hear. Oh, what's this? Oh, I might find something in here. Hang on. These are some of those painted tissue papers that I did. Oh. So we might switch up what we're doing. This was what I had in mind last week when I was doing that black and white one. So maybe we won't use that paper towel that I. It's all Yupo. What's this? No. Okay, number 15. No luck. All right. We're probably going to change directions on that collage idea. Is that shocking? Gayla, I know, was probably really shocked. Oh, I left it with an interesting background there. I took that away. Okay, let me get unzoomed. Does anyone sign up for Sketchbook Revival? Starts tomorrow. I have not. Anything I have to keep up with or make something to start it, that ain't working for me these days. I have good intentions, like my box of Jody Old supplies over here. Watching the videos, however, right in the trash can. What do you know? Not much further than that. Okay, let's see what I got up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is from last week. Yeah, there's my bits and pieces from last week. All right. Is that the one that Robin is involved with? Okay. Let me just, I haven't looked in these paper boxes for quite a while. So let me see if oh, why do I have this down here? It's the wrong damn book. Where's my other book? No, seriously, where's my large sketchbook? Oh, it's here. It is. Never mind. Never mind. Don't anybody panic. Just my bumblings. These are so cool. I got to make more of these. But these are, you make one in my desk, you make one, and then you let it dry overnight, and then you make another one. Which I could be doing that. That'll give me something to do. Some of these turn out so cool. This is a piece of that handmade paper. Just ripped off a little corner of that. And this one, I love these bluish gray thing. Actually, the lighter tones of these are kind of the color of my car, which I wouldn't have picked from the factory, but it's grown on me. It's called silver metallic, but it's got the faint hint of pale bluish indigo kind of blue to it. Huh. Can someone tell me what kind of powder this is? The watercolor powder, Sue, is that what you're talking about? It doesn't tell you much but the name of it on here. The color is called Red Cabbage. And there's no branding on the rest of the tin, but it's from Boulder Watercolors. I find them on Instagram. I think they're in Boulder, Colorado. And I think they do grind some of their own pigments. So I'm not sure if it's, Boulder because of that or whatever, but it's Boulder with a U, not Boulder like me. There you go. Thanks, April. All right, let me just whip through here. See if anything grabs me. Oh, here those foil experiments gone bad. See that one stamp that embedded in there? So these are a lot of Robin's printables in this one. These are always really good for might use a little snippet of that. Oh, here's some of my printables that are no longer on Etsy. Gail, what'd you say? Being quite priming wood Pamel. Oh, well, that's why you're not to have interjecting too much of your snarkiness, if I dare say. Oh, God bless us. So all these are Robin's printables, Robin McClendon. You can find them on teachables.com. And if you're on her Patreon, you get little gifts of them all the time. Oh, this is a piece of onion skin I printed something on. Oh, remember my Zodiac stamp? I haven't used that in forever. That makes me think. Oh, look at that piece with scripting on it. Oh, hang on. Maybe even better. Let's stick with that black. I'm on this black-gray neutral kind of kick. That's my rose gold watercolor on that one. I love this printable. She's got it in all different shades and stuff, and then I can change it up myself. But these big mechanical car parts, washers, drums, I don't know what the hell they were. Some kind of bearings or something, and these little smaller ones. I love me a good circle. You were snarky first. 10 years. Has it been 10 years? Sweet Moses. I'm older than I thought. I always thought this was a cool jelly print. Here's where my printer ran out of ink and they all came out the wrong color. But they happen to be purple and turquoise, so you know how I like that. I just let it run and run until it ran out. When you get lemons, you make lemonade. These are some of my printables. Is that all that's in here? Oh, there's one that came out in black and white. More purple and blue. And these came out. These were like turquoise patina stuff. And I was making copies of them on onion skin, and they start coming out like that. I've used these in several things. not much else. Woo, hello. Okay. All right. Cool. I keep telling Dave, when we retire, I'm going to get really organized with meal planning and cooking. And I like to cook. I just don't have a whole lot of time. So I've started I always tell Dave, I'm amassing my supplies for when I do take to more extravagant cooking. So recently, I've been watching Rachel Ray, and then she's going to quit her damn show. But I just like to watch the front segment where she's cooking. And of course, I got a few of her little gizmos on her website, blah, blah, blah. So then I was thought, I need a nice chef's knife and a cleaver. I keep seeing these cleaver ads, and it planted the seed. Mama needs a cleaver. So I went to Cooking Guild website and got the Dynasty series cleaver and chef knife, which are lovely. I only got the one. Oh, I remember this. The paste through the stencil on that strip. Stay focused, Patty. You won't ever get through the story. Cleaver and chef knife. Got them. Been using them. And I've been on a mushroom tear. If you follow me socially, I showed where I was sauteing a bunch of mushrooms with shallot and garlic and white wine and putting them over like a French loaf toasted with olive oil and garlic rubbed into the olive oil hot bread. Oh. Anyway, in doing so, I'm doing a lot of cutting with my chef's knife. Every freaking time I use it, I cut myself. Little cut right there. That was this morning. Little cut right there. That was the other night. This was cutting my mother's hair with the scissors, trying to cut and cut there. Here I ran into a door. My hands are all boogered up. So what did I do? I went to Amazon and I ordered a chef's cutting glove. So I got that bad boy on and had it on my left hand because I'm right-handed. I'm using the knife to cut. Don't you know, I was finished. I'm putting a roast in today. So I was peeling and cutting up carrots and potatoes and onion and all that stuff. I was done. Had my knife, the chef knife, on the cutting board. And I just went to reach over to pick it up. And at the end of the blade by the handle that comes down, that's just as sharp as the tip. That's where I cut this one. Didn't even know it till I went in. I was putting all my pill packets together in my little, my old lady pill reminder thing. And I'm not like, what the hell's wrong with all these white pills? They're dirty. It was blood on all my white pills. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. So Dave said, babe, are you going to make it to retirement at this rate? With all these, I always love this jelly print. And this is a copy of it. Maybe we'll do something with that. Oh, back in my foiling days. Oh, I always like that one for some reason. It's one of Robin's printables, and then I put her stencil, I forget what that one's called, on top of it. I think Robin's going to have some more stencils coming out. I know she's got Art Foamies coming out. I'll have to keep you guys posted about the iStencil sale. That's a whole mishmash of not much, but it's in the right color family. That's maybe even interesting enough. See, I'm going back to the old colors again. I thought I was going to go with that rag with the rose gold watercolor picked up on it. There's rose gold watercolor. Oh, hang on. Those cut-proof gloves are great for using a mandolin too. Oh, I bet. You say mandolin, my first thought is a musical instrument. My dad played a mandolin. I know what it is, though. Have one. I know, right? I don't want to get my cleaver dirty, Gil. Oh, this is some of Robin's class practices. These are the different classes. Printables, practice. Oh, that was foiled over those. That was a piece of foil I put in. I don't know if you can even see it. I mean, it looks like tiny salt grains. Hang on if I can get this up here right. On these top little bits. See if that focuses. If you can see how minuscule. See that little tiny frosting of foil on there? Looks like gold pepper. That's one of those worn out sheets of foil that I used. Oh, that's got foiling on it too. It's back in my foiling era. Oh, that was one of my collage or no, that was a, I don't know. Might have been a collage. Oh, this is fabric. Yeah, that's my, oh, back when I was foiling the fabric. Remember those debacles. Patty, when do I retire? We are hoping the end of this year. That's the plan. If there's any money left in my 401k to buy me pack of hot dogs and some Cheerios or something, we'll be out. Well, Dave's going out either way. I am too, I think. I'll be 66 and a half in October. And I'm waiting purposely until after that. It's Dave's federal government. So he didn't pay into Social Security. So if we wait long enough, he can have half of mine. If I'm full age, and then he takes it when he's full age. That was a cool jelly print. Look at that. It looks like lightning streaking through the sky when you hit it. Well, that's not the right light. Let's see. Well, I can't get it to go and work with me. You can't really see the streaks that I see. They're right in here. That's so weird. Where did they go? And here's another one of those 3D weird things. These are Joan stencils. They pop off there like the three-dimensional. But yeah, so hopefully the end of this year, first of next year. Oh, I remember these. These were Seth sprays. Oh, I'm off on a tangent. Focus, Patty. Focus. I haven't been in this bin for a while. Oh, this is a Jude leader. Are you still here? This is my secret Jude folder. And Jude stash. She's got the best stuff. Oh my God. I remember I showed this on stream when she sent it to me. Ooh, look at those. Love this piece of fabric. Two pieces of fabric. Oh, here, speaking of fabric, here's some. Oh, I know I hate to use it because I love it so much. I hide it from myself. So this was a piece of batik fabric. Ow. Oh, my shoulder keeps locking up. I'm telling you, all four of my limbs are jacked up. So I took my, see the figure 8 design behind the print that's not as shiny? That was my figure 8 stencil. I picked it up with gold metallic paint on there. And then it was kind of light because of the nap of the fabric, and it didn't look as bold as I like to have it. So I stamped the fabric with the Heidi Swap liquid toner on a brayer and rolled it over the stamp, and then stamped that and then ran it through the foiler, and see it was a text stamp. Where can I show you? You can see it there kind of in the background, but it was too much. It got to, I shouldn't have done that over top of the other one. It kind of lost its, in my head, it was going to be really cool. Like most things are in my head. Oh, in my head, you should be there. So here's a piece without the rest of the stuff on it. Just the foil on top of the batik. I always thought they were cool. Mariah! Hello, my friend. Here's a little pictograph foil on top of a piece of batik fabric. You can't hate it, people. This was foiled. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. Oh, I was putting on those. Gosh, that's old. Some kind of, what kind of fabric is that? Some kind of linen, cotton, something. It's pretty heavy. Not quite canvas. And I painted it with sponges, wet sponges with paint on it. We're using those fabric paints, the jacquard. Somebody's class I was taking. It's an old class. And then I decided it needed a little something, so I was going to foil over that. You know, whenever you don't know what to do, just foil it. Okay. And this piece I was jelly printing on black and white fabric that I thought would be really cool to have, but I think I should just use it as black and white fabric because Patty's brain would me a trip for sure. That sentence made me a trip for sure, but I think I know what you meant. So I jelly printed on it, but where it shows through, oh, that's a stamp on top of the jelly print. That was some of our round stencils, Joan. This one in the middle came out pretty good. That's Joan's stencil because it covered up the whole background, right? And this one, actually, I used a piece of this in a collage, this circle with the pictographs in it, but it was too busy because look at like this one, you lose everything because it's just way too busy back there. You know, it was one of those experimentation days. Anywho, put Jude's folder safely back in here. Ouch. I keep hitting both of my fingertips. That's why the salt got in my fresh knife wound from those watercolor salts. Good Lord. I'm telling you, I'm a danger to myself. Did I go through both of those? Yeah. Okay. Now why do I have all these empty containers up here? Let's move that over there. These are from last week. I can put these away. Although you might need a little piece of that. You never know. I'm peeking over at the watercolor. I still see puddles over there, so they're not quite ready to finalize yet. This was cool. Remember I foiled on that handmade paper? Why not? Here's some of my patina paper that I copied. We just went through these last week. Let me assume that I have enough. Can't complain about having a circle. Okay, let's assume that I have enough with this pile of stuff to come up with something. So, I was thinking about using this, but we're going to go another way now because Patty's brain shifted gears. I know that's not shocking to those of you who really know me. All right, let me move some of that out of the way. We have a running joke for the last several years that when we retire, I'm going to do this. Those of you who have been here, I keep saying, I got to get down there and straighten out this basement. It's driving me crazy. Still cray cray. So when we retire, we're going to get rid of that gigantic 9-foot by 4-foot table Dave made me that I used to stand up and do some when I painted carpets and that stuff. The big stuff I do over there. It's made out of a bowling lane wood, and it takes 3 men and a boy to even try to move that thing. So I think we're going to have to sacrifice that table and put more. I have a vision, more metal storage racks on casters from Costco to have a pantry down here a little bit better. You would continue to scream. Patty was driving backwards down a one-way street was a real experience. Why are we talking about this 4 years later? Hey, Jude. There's another Jude. Oh my God, Rihanna, do you remember those damn pillowcases? Joan! I mean, not pencil cases. What the hell am I talking about? You know, a straight stitch seemed pretty simple at the time. Oh, dear God. And you know what? I got a brand new sewing machine on sale for less than what the service down payment price would have been to look at my other one that got kind of ruined by the pencil cases. They wanted $125 just to take it into their shop and look at it and then figure out what's wrong and how much in addition to that to fix it. Meanwhile, I saw a Joanne sale going on for $119. I got a real fancy schmancy compared to that one. Singer. It's never had a bobbin in it. It has been plugged in once just to set it up, and then I had to move it because we kind of overtook that area. So, you know, haven't tried it was a good intention. I was doing those for the girls that they used to come over here once a month. We go to each other's houses and art, and most of the time we ended up here because we just had more elbow room. Oh, Lord have mercy. What are you gonna do? All right, see, I'm going with this color. I have a couple other ones in here like that, I think. Not that one, not that one. I tried to do not that color. Oh, that's kind of brown. That's kind of brown. That's kind of ick. Black and gold. There you go. I knew there was another one in there. Kind of sort of the same. That one was a fail. I love this one. That's one of those painted tissue papers in the background of that. Here's one of those purple pictographs. It was the patina turquoise color, and my printer ran out of toner and I kept printing. See? Joan, I'm surprised you laughed that hard at me. My hour of need. Oh my God. What a freaking hoot that was. Let's see. What the hell do I have here now? Way too much stuff. I need to pull out another drawer so I can have somewhere to move these things. Huh. Okay, let's go. Back to this stuff. See, I'm going to have to go with this because this is too goldy. Too Goldilocks. All right. And I don't need to use the whole thing. Maybe we'll just like put a streak of that. Get rid of most of this and put a streak of that there, covering part of the page as part of the background. Let's go about there. We're not too precise around here. on. That's my cork ruler. That should work. Should work. Really? Does anybody else have these issues? Oh, you know what? This has that one, that platinum, the shiny stuff here is that platinum Ken Oliver, liquid color burst stuff. I'm sure that's what that is. That is beautiful, but it made it very difficult. What the hell is it? The last one I looked for, of course. Liquid metals. That's this stuff. And pewter. Wow, that's really shiny to try to see that. Liquid metal. The color's pewter, and it's by Ken Oliver Crafts. But it would not, I don't know what it's made of, but as easy as the rest of that tears, it would never tear. It was like invincible. Wow, okay. Let's see. Just lay this down here. I want to get rid of some of this white. It's going to cause an extra funky layer that we don't need. Did you guys stop talking or? Oh, there you go. Color. Okay. I saw the chat not moving. I thought maybe a couple of you passed out laughing again or going back over to try to find my pencil case making video. Oh. They turned out lovely when I finally got them done. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you know what? Here's this piece that Fran had me pull out. That's way too off the... Although it would be a nice pop, wouldn't it? Let's see. Let's do something crazy for once. Oh, hell, I made it too short now. I wanted to put it all the way down there. See what? That was crazy, wasn't it? Hey, Aja. Let me make sure there's no emergency. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll save this for another little spot one day somewhere. Hey, Robin. Yeah, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but no, not so much. Okay. Oh, well, good trial and error. Mostly error, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Let's... I gotta have my piles switched. Oh, maybe we could fill up the page and let that overlay some of that. I don't know. I'm just thinking. No. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, thanks, Robin. It's nicer than what Gayla says to me. I don't hate that. I mean, how could you really? All right, now we got to get rid of the white edges. You know how that sets me back. Or do we sure we don't want to do the black scripting? I think we're sure. Wait. I can leave that on there because that's going to get covered. That's no big deal. So we just need to get these little white edges off of here. I should just cut them because this is always a disaster for me. Oh, except for this time. Look at you. I didn't know all the years I was trying to do this that the cork on the back of the ruler is the trick. Most times. Except for when you're doing it this way, you can't really see if you got it straight or not. Straight-ish. Good enough for me. I'm going to peek my head over the table here and see if these watercolor blobs that we did are drying. Nope, still blobs. Wow. And the paper is, yeah, these aren't going to be, these aren't working out like they looked in my head. And I think it's more the paper and that it wasn't taped down. That's what I'm thinking. What the hell do I know? Okay. Let me get my... Oops. So these are going to, it's going to leave a little bit of a border at the top and bottom. I'm okay with that. But this, should I just line this up with this and let everything be that border in there? Or maybe even scooch that in from this side a little? Scooch, it's a technical term for those of you who are not educated enough to be up on that. What is the cork trick? The cork trick. No borders. What is the cork trick? Do I know a cork trick? I could. I know a lot of tricks. Oh, sorry. It just makes the paper, it holds the paper more still and it's hard to pull out. If it was metal on both sides, it's slick and the paper pulls out when you go to pull it up. But if it's got that cork, it's more gription on there, right? The paper won't pull out as much. If you have it on here, on the metal, you could just pull it right out of there. It's all about the gription. Take the pieces you have from the one piece to fill in the blank areas. You mean the bigger piece of this? And put this all over. Oh, no, I can't put it all over. I see. I think I know what you mean. Just go back with it to fill it in. All right, let me put this piece down first. Get my little piece of deli. A little glue stick action. Let's get her going. Less talk and more glue. So, Mariah, you know I'm out of the loop, but a little birdie told me that a new site is coming up for you. And something about 3 dozen new designs and one that I must have. But the little birdie couldn't remember what it looked like, the one that I must have. So can you give me a hint? What is it? I don't do well with suspense. There's the little birdie tweeting now. Name is Eyes Go Round. Oh, all right. When and does it come out this week? Oh, tomorrow. Ew. I have a feeling it's going to make my eyes go round when I see it. $36. Good Lord. Oh, don't tear it now. Okay, I'm gonna keep myself from. Will that fit in there without getting glued? Maybe not. Let's just avoid that problem. Glue this together so I don't have any sticking. Oh, look at this side. How cool that looks. Let me scooch in here a little bit more. See, this looks like raised. That looks so cool. Huh. That looks cool and well. This looks older. This looks, oh, I'll have to do something with the other piece of this I have using that other side. But this, I believe I'm going to have to use the rice glue. Bye, Z. Okay. Oh, what time? Oh, 3:30 already. Holy moly, we're not going to be able to finish this. Time sure does fly when Gail is here having fun. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Where the heck is that brush I use for this? I'm going to put this piece down and maybe make some other decisions, but I won't get to finish this today. I want to be, because Z comes on at 4. I also want to get my roast in the oven. Dave's taking it out of the fridge. I got her pretty much ready to go. He's taking it out and letting it get to room temp. Oh, no. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, no. Okay, so what we're going to do, so I don't say bad things. I may anyway. This is getting pissing me off now. Come on. Got to be kidding me. Well, I think we should just, where was this going to go? Let's grab this hunk and let's see if I can save this. Which way was the straight way? Oh my gosh. Gotta be kidding me. Let's just put you down here and see what happens. I don't know if that's up or down, left or right. Here's another thing for you people not to do at home. This was really much more fragile than the sheerest of rice papers that I've ever used it on. Wow. This must not have been that wet tissue. The heavier strength wet tissue. Who knows? And I can see now that this is the wrong direction, but at this point, who cares? Who cares? Just get her down there. So I'm thinking now, maybe what I'll do, bye, April. I'll try to let you know about that paper if you're still listening. Oh, that's not good. And it's all, boogers are all over my fingers. Ew, I hate that. Let me get a baby wipe. I don't mind having dirty hands, but the glue boogers, that's another level. Okay, so I wonder if I just put the glue down here and laid the tissue on it. You don't know till you give it a try. This one's almost empty too. Probably a good thing. Could have done this with matte medium too, if I knew I was going to be doing this. This isn't going well. Let's try to do it. See what happens. I'm sure I didn't get it everywhere. I'll go back in and try to sneak some under where it needs to be. Good Lord. Well, all things considered, it doesn't look too bad from where we started. Ay, ay, ay. Okie dokie. That's going to take a while to dry. That's the one thing with this stuff. It's really good, especially on rice paper. It do take a while to dry. That's that Yamato rice paste. It's recommended for rice paper and real thin Japanese papers. This one is Sayonara. Empty. All right, so let me just play with some other bits that we have here. And I won't get them done, but we maybe can make some decisions. Let me pull this out a little bit. Yeah, we're good. Love this, love this. We'll see how it goes from there. Okay. I got these things still out here from last time. This little bit. This circle. It's I was trying to cut it in a circle. Those of you who know me know that I can't. Fussy cut. And I didn't have anything to trace at the right size I wanted. So I tried to eyeball it. Oh, maybe what I can do is cut that in half and put that little sliver up there, filling my gap in this bland space there. Maybe, just thinking. Gayla gets all nervous at this part. Gayla, avert your gaze. Oh, and I like this. Might be too much printy stuff. I still like it. Let's look at this long strip here. This sucker's hard to cut. These, it looks like puny paper, but there's fibers. We'll see. We'll see. Don't anybody panic yet. Here's this black with the foil on it. I got ideas today. Feel free to share. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Below the check group or half on the right side. Half on the right side. Over here? You mean this way? Let it peek in that way? Oh, that might be good too. Is that what you meant? You know, I was actually, Marsha, I was thinking about that as I was gluing this down in my struggles, that I think somewhere I have spray glue. Where it is to grab it that quick, couldn't do it. You were in the bathroom cleaning your brush. Is that code for something? know. If I'd have known you were in the heck crapper, I'd have waited for you. But you don't tell me these things. How am I supposed to know? Oh, I just had a thought. See, these things are too busy to. I'm thinking about tearing a hunk off of there, but that's too much. Too much, too much, too much. But I had a thought that came in and out. Now, let me see if I can recover the thought and what the hell did I just think of? That's really scary. Don't think it's not. I'm more scared than you guys are. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I know. It's back. It needs some black and white stripes to bust it up, Dot. Patricia. Hello. Yeah, Gayla's in the crapper cleaning her paintbrushes, or so she claims. So you know what I like to do sometimes? Now, I wonder if we shoved a little, of course, we got to get rid of the white edge. I like the edge, the last piece of this stripe to show the black. So, oops, so much for my cork ruler demonstration. It looks intentional, not because the white will just look like the white blank of the paper. You dig? I was thinking if we scoot just a little piece of this down there. I mean, how bad can that be, right? Gala, if you have to take a break to get a Xanax or something, let me know. Just to taunt you. That's right, Dorothy. I'm sure you deserve it on some level. Lord knows what you've been up to the last few days. Okay, let's just see. If we just, that's still wet enough to pick up. Just put a little nudge of this here to cover that up, and then echo that. See that fancy word? Now I can't, what I just tell you about the white piece, we're going to do it anyway. And then if we took this, Gail has probably figured out some new artist technique using a toilet brush, and that's, I don't know. Well, I'm really going to hose this up, so stick around for making fun of me. I don't care. I can take it. I wish I had a punch this big. I want to make a circle of this black and white stripe a little bit wider than this. That's what I'm trying to do. So let's see how lame this ends up. And stripes, I mean, you can only hose it up so much because it's so graphic and geometric, that linear, whatever word you want to use, that if you really jack it up, and you see I'm not fussy cutting because I can't make myself go slow. Whatever happens, happens. That's going to be all jacked up. That's probably too busy for most people's eyes. Oh, you know, I've been on the bench for like 4 months. I lost my mojo. I'm not going to worry about every edge because I'm probably going to cut some of it off. But usually that makes something pop out more. Usually. Not every time. See how that evens you out, Gayla? Just need to take off the edge. That's all. Hey, Brenda. Oh, God bless you. Okay, let's just, for shits and giggles, as I like to say. Well, I got rid of my deli paper, smidge too soon. Let's glue this onto this and then just play. See how bad. Or how good mysteriously happens every once in a while. Stay medicated though, Gayla. We only got, oh, it's, yeah, a few more minutes. You might not have to take a second. Now, see, that probably wasn't the way for me to go because now I got to try to get it eyeballed on there. Close enough for me. There we go. Now I can see the boo-boos because it's so clear to me now. That was a little bit much there. So what if I just put like half here? Well, let's just cut it in half. We know I'm not going to use the whole thing on here, right? Because I'll lose that pretty font. I'll lose some of that curvature up here. Let's just cut this bad boy in half. Watch, I'll keep trimming this, but I'll go down. I'll have no stripes left. I just thought you were French, Gayla, which... Oh, we don't know what Gayla is, really. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, maybe we'll be able to use both halves at different places. Except for when I screw it up when I cut it. So, what if we did something like that? That's too big there now. Or like that. I got to get away from it because it looks a little crazy from here. I am going to glue this little smidgen down here. I hear an alarm going off. Oh, Dave must be doing laundry. Bless his little heart. I'll flip this and put the white edge over here. Not going to outsmart me. Cover those little bits up there. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. When I got it zoomed in, I'm way off. Gayla, you know you like instructions. You do. Just admit it. I like this little piece here, though. What would we do if we broke that up like that? Maybe put that... Oh, will that hit both of them? I could make one that would hit both of them. I don't know. That looks a little lop-eared. Maybe I should just do it like that. What time is it? What time is it? We got to... I want to make sure to get to Z's on time. There's a little shiny here, a little shiny there. I'm feeling like I need something else shiny. Isn't that terrible? Okay, let's see. But you know what? I don't hate this so far. All right, Mariah, thanks for stopping in. We'll be looking at your website tomorrow, everybody. Our new PM Artist Studios stencil and foam stamp and goodies website. new website launching tomorrow with 36 new must-have designs. Look for the eyeball one. That's supposedly the one I must have. Maybe I'll put that there, down further. I need to cover that up, but I don't want anything else underneath of there. So we're just going to make a decision. Make a freaking decision. And we're going to, should I cut that off there and make that look a little, I think I will. I think I'll put that like that. Cut that off there. Let's slam this one down. The last few minutes, try to get these bad boys glued down. This will be my pressure collage. The clock's ticking. Let's go this one all the way down the end here. I love circles and oh, and this half circle kind of mimics this, which you can no longer see. Ay, ay, ay. Bye, Spirit. Thanks for dropping in, hon. Let's get this bad boy down. We might just make it. Because by the time I get done here, I'm going to have to wash my brush in the toilet too before I get on Z's stream. Just saying. Call it what you want, Gala. We don't care. So I'm going to want that off the edge so I can cut that rough edge off of there. Oops. I've glued my deli to my person. I kind of like that on there. So in the urgency I find myself in now, we're just going to go with it. We're going to try it with a glue stick and hope I don't rip it to shreds. This is a really sticky glue stick. I want some of this. Don't want to cover that rough edge. I don't like that rough edge sticking out. Too much thinking, not enough gluing. Just slap her down there. It's not going to end up in the Smithsonian. Or is it? Ah. Okay, kids. I'll stew on that for a while and see where we end up. This is that black silver ink from this old piece of scripting I did on one of Robin's printables. I love that. It's got that blue. Actually, that's the color of my car. That silver with that blue tinge in it. Thanks, Brenda. All right, ladies. Big girl's going to sign off. Go wash my brush. And you know that's going to come back in July, don't you, Gayla? Let me go wash my brush and hop on Z's stream. So Scraps to Beauty, for those who don't know Xandra, I think you guys probably all know her. And we'll try to make this a regular Sunday thing as long as things are going semi-smoothly. And we'll see how those watercolors dry. I still got puddles of water in them. So, all right, kids, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And say, hey, Sandra, we got it. Oh, no, it was all the Susans we had. Oh, great. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, mods. Even you, Gayla. All right. See you guys. Love ya. Bye.